I'm going to tell you about 3 things to watch out for, hidden injuries, when you're in a crash with a 18-wheeler, a semi-tractor trailer truck. Now, regular car crashes can be horrific, terrorizing experiences, and you can be seriously injured. But an injury with an oversized truck, think of the overrode 18-wheeler, that can be truly terrifying experience, and it can result in serious injuries and death. I've seen it. And there's 3 injuries I want you to watch out for that you may not notice right away, but are very, very serious. The first one is called traumatic brain injury, and it's just what you think of when you hear that. It's the concussion. It's the slamming of the brain against the wall of the skull. The cerebral fluid in there, the spinal fluid in there, is supposed to absorb the shock of normal life. But it's not made for a car truck crash. It's not made to handle that. The brain gets injured and you have what's known as a traumatic brain injury. You know from football, from sports, how serious this can be, from boxing, from all kinds of things in life. Imagine how much more force is involved in a crash. Something going 60 miles an hour against another object going 60 miles an hour. Traumatic brain injuries are life-altering, and it takes a very special neurologist to diagnose and treat them. But you can watch yourself and have your loved ones watch you, or watch a loved one who's in an accident like this or a crash with a truck like this. Watch for confusion. You know the signs of a trauma to the brain, like a concussion. You know about the nausea, the blurred vision, you know all that, but I'm talking about symptoms 5 weeks down the road. Anger when they didn't used to be anger, confusion, loss of memory, strange behavior. If that happens after a crash, you need to see a neurologist. You need to go to your doctor, tell them all your symptoms, and your family doctor will set you up with a specialist in traumatic brain injuries. Very serious. The next thing that happens that sometimes is undiagnosed is someone has internal bleeding. They think they're fine, they go home, and they die. If you go home and you see any swelling in your abdomen, any swelling anywhere on your body, if you start to get nauseous, go to the hospital, go to the emergency department, have them run tests, and they can find out if you're bleeding internally. The third is very sad and unfortunately goes undiagnosed the majority of times, and it's post-traumatic stress disorder. This one hurts me more than any of them because so many people think it's not real. I've seen people's lives absolutely wrecked because they're terrified to get in a vehicle after they've been run over by a truck. After a truck pulls out in front of them, like a case I got right now, she's going 60 miles an hour in a Kia Sorento, and a semi pulls out in front of her and she T-bows him. She thought she was going to die. To this day, she thinks she's going to die. She thinks her children are going to die. She has panic attacks. She has night terrors. Her life is completely changed and destroyed because her mind, her emotional well-being, and her emotional health has been taken from her. PTSD is real, folks. You have to go for treatment, and the treatment's very hard. You have to stick with it. You have to have courage, and you have to keep trying. But watch out for it. It's not just you. Your husband may say, just get over it. What's wrong with you? He doesn't understand. You need to get to a doctor who does understand to get you the help you need to get better to go on with life. Folks, these are 3 things that I'm telling you go undiagnosed all the time and cause serious, serious problems when you're involved in a crash with a truck, tractor, trailer. If you need help with this or other injuries, give me a call. I'm Danny Cornell. I'll be happy to help you.